Hello everyone and welcome to another Xiaomi product review. Today we are going to take a look at e-dome camera. This one has two motors inside, and you can pan or tilt it so you can orient the lens where you want to watch. It has HD resolution, 720p. It's not full HD, just HD. It has 360 degrees almost spin. It will not go around and around, but it will go from this side around back to its original place, and it will go once again back. It has a FOV of 112 degrees. It has night vision with infrared LEDs. It has two-way audio. It has a speaker and a microphone, so you can listen to it from a remote place, and you can also talk to your smartphone or application, and the camera will have a speaker and you will hear it. Also has motion tracking. We'll see if that works because it's interesting. And here are the rest of the specifications. If you want to pause, you can pause the video and read them all, because I'm not going to do that now. Let's see what we get in the box. So in the box we get a small card with advertisements of e-cameras. We got action cameras, IP cameras, car cameras, and so on. We get a disclaimer, limited warranty, a quick setup guide which is in English. That's very good. It shows us what and where, and it also gives us a QR code for downloading the application. The application is e-home application, and this is the camera. And let's see what else we get in the box. We get its mount. This will clip somehow just like that, and this gets fixed with screws on the ceiling or on the wall, right? So you can put it and take it off easily. It has a micro USB cable and of course a power adapter, a very small power adapter. It uses 5 volts USB power and it requires 1 amp. Let's take a closer look at the camera and power it on. So it has an opening here and openings here, probably some LEDs and vents or speaker output. It also has a micro USB port in here for recording locally files. It has a micro USB port for powering on and a reset button, and that's all. So let's power it on. Let's see how it works. I'm gonna use a power bank for it. And it has started. It also auto checks its travel range. And now I should...
Welcome to e-home camera. Waiting to connect.
Alright, I have also installed the application. It's the e-home app, and already did an account. If you are a user of Xiaomi products, you may know that you will probably by now have a account made for most of the application, like for the Mi Fit and Mi Home. But the e-home will not work with that account, so you need to make another account for working with this app. So I'm going to open the app now and let's get started. We need to add the camera. Alright, it shows me the basic of the apps. Let's add the camera. So I'm having the e-dome camera. I'm going to zoom in for you to see better. That's better, and I'm going to connect to e-dome camera, and I've heard waiting to connect, and it asked me for my local Wi-Fi password, which I'm going to enter right now, and I'm now going to confirm it. Connect to Wi-Fi.
Please paste the QR code towards the camera lens and wait for it to scan.
And now I need to scan this QR code with the camera, just like that.
QR code scan is successful. Connecting to Wi-Fi.
You can see it's really smart. It does make it a lot more easier to connect. Now I'm going to click on next.
Wi-Fi is connected.
Alright, so it's like an artificial intelligence in that camera, and we need to wait for 1 to 2 minutes. And now actually the camera has received
Pairing is successful. You can
information.
start using your camera now. You can start using your camera now.
Alright, so start using my camera now. And the camera is connecting. And it already gives me a message that a new firmware is found and I can update it, but I'm not going to update it now. And I have image, you can see I can move the camera. It also has informations for a lot of things, and you can do a lot of stuff with this application, but I'm amazed by the image quality already. You cannot judge that from my screen, but I think I'm going to do something to add some video samples from the camera, but it looks very nice. It has very good details, very good colors, and it's easy to operate. So let's now do a full application walkthrough to see what the camera can do. So let's start from the top. You have here the time and date and a settings option, and in the settings you can turn on off the camera, which is interesting, and camera settings, status light, image rotation, night vision, time zone, call mode, intercom. I'm going to show you how that works, and of course the firmware, and it has a notification that there is new firmware for it, which we are going to update later. In settings we have motion detection, you can enable it, set the sensitivity, alarm frequency, and schedule it. Pin protection, micro SD card, it's not detected, it's not inserted. Connectivity for network, and save photos and videos from the camera. So those were the settings from here. Further on, moving back downward, we get option for choosing resolution. You have auto or manual. You can go to standard definition or high definition, and it will also show you here the data rate that it's using. And moving on, here we get this speaker option. When you enable this, you are actually listening to the camera, which is next to me here, so it will make that weird noises because it's normal. And of course, if you keep the microphone button pressed, you are going to listen to what I'm talking to the phone and transmit it to the camera. So this is how the intercom works. And now I'm going to disable the speaker on the phone because we don't want to do that kind of noises. Moving on to the other buttons, you have this video recording. This will save the recording to your mobile phone and stop the recording, and it's now in my album. You can also take pictures from the camera, instant pictures, when I press this button, and I can go full screen if I want to have this large view. And of course I get this timeline here where I can search video recordings if I have a video recording with on my SD card, which I have not inserted, but you get the idea. Moving down, we get this bookmarks and more settings about the camera. So we have motion tracking and auto cruise and cruise period. Auto cruise moves the camera around in a predetermined path, while the motion tracking, it will motion track various objects that of course move. So let's see if that works and how it works. So I'm going to enable it, motion tracking, and now I'm doing some motion in front of the camera, and look at that, it's looking at my hand, where my hand is. I'm over here, hello, I'm over here, and you can see it's tracking me around. It's keeping my fingers in the middle of the image, so that works just fine. So now I'm going to turn that off, and let's see what else we have here. So you also have an option for alerts. There's no need for an alert here because I haven't enabled motion detection, and now because I have stopped motion tracking, the camera has gone to its default position. As you can see, this tiny camera is rather smart, very easy to install, and it has very good quality comparing with what you can find at its price. So I'm going to include a link in the video description for where you can buy it as a very good price, and I highly recommend this model because, as you can see, it was very easy to set up, not like other cameras that will fail miserably from the start with poor application, with poor connectivity. The only thing that I don't like on this type of cameras, but is a thing that it's needed to make them work, this camera needs an account set up which will connect to their servers and use cloud functions, and this will help you enable the camera to be accessible from the internet without needing to have knowledge about port forwarding, without needing to set up routers, without needing to connect the camera to a PC and use its web interface to adjust settings to make it work first. So you need that cloud and account first to connect to the camera, but that will also make it very easy for you to set it up. So that's only the only con. So if you are an advanced person, if you want total control, you are going to have to make that account. But otherwise, it's a fine hardware, very good image quality. I'm surprised about that. I'm surprised how well the application works and its functions. So it gets top points for that. So this is just a short review of this tiny dome cam. I hope that you have enjoyed it, and I'm probably going to do some more tests with it, like video footage quality, and I'm going to upload them later. Be sure also to check up my other camera reviews. I'm going to add some end screens on this video and some cards here, so you can access those. You can see some other cheaper options, but you will see those don't work such nice because there are some cameras which are not as good built as this one. Until next time, bye bye.